Please like and subscribe and different voices in the works. I-26F refused to submit to my 28M boyfriend. I-26F refused to submit to my boyfriend 28M. This has led to a lot of discord amongst both of our families and them telling me to suck it up and be the woman he needs me to be. Right now, I'm staying with my sister while we figure things out. This all began the other day when my BF and I got into an argument over split chores in the house. I had gotten home from work and came back to a dirty home. There were water bottles and trash on the floor, along with milk still being out for however long, and dirty dishes in the sink. To say the house was a mess would be an understatement. It was my boyfriend's day off today, but I had to work so he was home alone. I work in the ER and often have to do 12-16 hours shifts. He works in a warehouse and has a 40-hour work week, which I understand can be some back-breaking work, which is why I do what I do for him in the first place. Still, I manage to cook, clean, and pack food for both him and I. All while he does the bare minimum like taking out the trash or making sure he doesn't leave toothpaste on the bathroom sink. On this particular day, I had a rough day at work and was hoping to come home to a clean house, shower, and get some rest. It was my Friday, and I was finally getting paid. I just wanted to relax. But unfortunately, when I came back home, the house was a mess and he had guessed a few hours prior, without my knowledge. I found him in the room bundled up like a sleeping peaceful baby. I was furious. I didn't even say anything to him. I simply showered and slept in our guest bedroom. I was awoken a few hours later by him yelling at me saying how lazy I was for just coming home and going to sleep. I yelled at him back saying if you wanted the house to be clean, you should have gotten your lazy ass up and cleaned up your own mess, yourself. I am not your maid, nor am I your mother. He yelled at me back saying that it was my duty as the woman of the house to keep it clean and that he wished I was like his mom because she did her job. When he said that, a flip in my head just switched. I argued back saying that if he wanted me to be like his mom, that he should be like his dad to be a better provider, and I quit my job. He said that he was the man of the house and whatever he says, goes. I don't remember entirely what I told him but said something along the lines of no, you aren't the man of the house. I am. I go to work, pay most of the bills, clean the house, cook almost every meal you eat, all while being pregnant. You can't even comprehend how exhausted I am. I am tired of your lazy ass doing nothing but come home from work, eat, and sleep. You don't help me with shit. A man is supposed to lead but I always have to take initiative in this relationship and I'm tired of it. We're not even married and you're expecting me to step into the wifely role while you act like a kid. He said, see, this is why I haven't asked you to marry me. My heart dropped into my stomach. I told him that if he was never planning to marry me anyways, that we should go our separate ways and for him to stop wasting my time. I packed up and left, deactivated the tracking system I have in my car and phone, and has since blocked him. I am so hurt. I have invested so much of my time, money, and life into this man, and I receive nothing in return. As much as I want a baby, I don't want one that bad. I was set on leaving him until his mom called me last night and said I was stepping out of line as his woman and that I should have just cleaned up and that it wasn't that hard for me to do. This all could have been avoided if I decided to be the bigger person and clean up after him. That it is God's word that I as a woman, should submit to her man. I am now second-guessing my decision in terminating my pregnancy and ending my relationship over something so small like cleaning. But I know that no matter what, it won't be enough for him and that I most likely will not get the ring I deserve. I know that there is someone out there who wants to give me the world, not this little ghetto corner of California that he has to offer me, but I do love him. Growing up without either parent in my life, if I decided to keep my baby, I want my child to have both parents in their life. What should I do? Reddit. Edit. I appreciate the majority of you encouraging me to leave my current situation. I'd like to answer some questions and concerns that were brought up in the comments. Yes. There was a tracker on my car and phone? Why? Because last year someone broke into my car and tried to steal it. Luckily we had a tracker installed in the car when it was bought from the dealership so we were able to locate it. And I tend to lose my phone often or forget where it's at so I would have him ping my phone location so I can find it. Also for safety reasons, I share my location with my mom as well. He didn't know I was pregnant. I told him then and there. The reason why I didn't tell him was because I wanted to surprise him. We had a stillborn a few years back and has since been very cautious about the topic of children again. I didn't want to tell him and have him get too excited just to lose it again so I was waiting till I was more far along, which is why terminating the pregnancy was a hard choice to make and is still a pending decision. This baby is wanted. But at the end of the day, I need to make the decision on what is best for me and my situation. I'm taking time from him. It was childish on both of our parts to lash out on each other and say hurtful things with the intent of hurting each other. I'm giving him time to really think about what he wants in life because I know what I want. I want to get married, I want to have children, I want to have a stable and peaceful life. We've been together for 7 years. If I'm not what he wants, sucks to be him. I can build my own life on my own. And as for those who got so much negative feedback about my situation, know that you've lived a pretty privileged life if you think it can't get this bad. Please like and subscribe, and different voices in the works.